What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back here at Darlington, and I don't know what's going on this week, but I've been in the presence of absolute giggity greatness the last two nights, with Mr. RKM coming up last night, and then the one and only, the notorious Noko. What's going on, man? It's going to be cool to have you up here.
Oh man, what's up, guys? It's good to be here. Going to be an exciting race. It's a really tight track, 1.5 grooves. But guys are going to have to really mind their P's and Q's out there, and hopefully it's going to set up for a good race and a great finish.
Yeah, I know that a lot of these people out there have been working on their customs. Some of and as you know, the Coca-Cola guys is what we're going to start saying right there. Sean and a bunch of those guys, they were starting to struggle a little bit, and then towards the end, started to get a little bit of handle on it. You know, we got El Blanco, Dr. Robbie Bobby, the Pottles for you guys over there, too. Who else for you? There's one more.
We got D. Smith, UK, the Pottles, and Sean.
Yep, yeah, so you got the full stack going on over there, and so everybody's been practicing. Like you said, it's a tight track. Don't want to push any issues until at least to the end, I would have to say. You can't win the race on the first lap, and this is a very difficult track to pass on.
Absolutely. I mean, you said it. You hit the nail on the head right there. It's a tight track and it's tough to pass. And we saw last night when a car gets clean air and the other cars that might be a little faster get held up just for a few laps. I mean, it's game over after that. So these guys, track position is going to be key tonight. We're going to see who can hold the car up front, who's going to have the right pit strategy to win the race, and fall off. Fall off is going to be important here too. Much like Atlanta, Darlington's really tough on tires. That's a very abrasive surface. It's one of the oldest tracks that NASCAR still visits, and it's a gem. I love this track. It's definitely near and dear to me, as everyone knows. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be an awesome race. We got a lot of drivers in the field, stacked field tonight. 25 cars. Anything can happen. I mean, each and every one of these guys have a shot to win this race. So it's going to be really interesting to find out how things unfold.
Yeah, no dash tonight too. No dash with only three people. They said just throw them all in there. No needing one car going home. So it's going to be cool to see these guys out there. Like you said last night, we didn't see lap traffic come into play. A lot of those guys were respectful. Let's see, we have almost double the car count from last night. Again, some of the Wednesday night custom cup guys had other obligations and stuff. So we got double the cars on the track, which means triple the trouble if you're not careful.
Yeah, it's going to see, the leaders are going to have a tough time navigating the lap traffic, when to pass somebody, being patient and not giving up too big of a gap on second place. It's going to be huge. I mean, who's going to get through lap traffic? Who's going to get on and off pit road cleanly? Those are all going to be factors that we're going to see unfold in this race tonight.
And real quick, to give you guys a heads up, Mrs. Puddin's doing important work stuff tonight. She's doing some of the corona awareness and testing to try to help out at her hospital. So I will not be on YouTube tonight. I will not be able to see anybody's chats or anything. So with that being said, I'm going to say it there. I'll say it here now. What's up, guys? And as I'll go back and watch the race and everything. So Noko, if you could, I don't know if you're watching it on there, but I apologize for that. But importante work stuff for Mrs. Puddin tonight. So we still be an honor to be up here with the one and only Noko at our Crown Jewel week here at Darlington.
Absolutely. It looks like they're finishing up right now with qualifying. Drivers are going to be getting geared up, ready for the race. I mean, what's your mindset here, Puddin? If you're in the race and you just finished qualifying, let's say you start mid-pack, what's your mindset?
Uh,
How are you feeling about your chances?
well, you can win from anywhere. Pitch strategy will definitely come in. I know my nerves are always shaking just as much as I did before I went on the, when I've been out on real racing. Starting in the middle of the pack, there's probably faster cars behind you. Just couldn't get a good lap in. There's maybe a couple cars out there that might not have a long run car, but put down a good qualifying lap. So you're just going to try to feel everybody out. And what everybody does is, please, if you're on the outside, say, don't go three wide. If you're on the inside, you're please saying, don't go into my inside to make it three wide.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You really want to pick and choose your spots when you want to pass. I like to really pass coming off of turn 4. That seems to be a really stable area to pass a car. It's going to give the guy on the inside or outside, wherever you're passing, a little breathing room. Coming off of two is a little tight. It's really difficult to make that pass unless you can actually make the pass through the center of the corner. It's very difficult and treacherous to be too wide off of turn two. You got to be perfect, and if you're not perfect, it's going to cause a huge wreck. And that's one thing we definitely don't want to see tonight. Just patience from the drivers. You're going to get through there if you're fast. You're going to get up there. People are going to make mistakes. You don't want to be the driver that is causing them to make mistakes.
Or be caught up in it last night, because unfortunately we saw you, Noko, get caught up in some situations where you were just, you had nowhere to go, and with 25 cars on track, hopefully we don't see that happen. But it positioning yourself at the right time to make the passes here, like you said, and then positioning yourself for those last 15 lap blitz here at the end. And these guys are on customs. The throttle control is a big issue coming off of turn 4. We've seen a lot of people in turn 2 die, get real loose and still pull down on the custom cars last night in the Cup, so it still can happen tonight. So throttle control is going to be an issue. And tire wear, like you said, how well did you set your custom up?
Absolutely, you hit the nail on the head. It's going to come down to who has the long run car, who's going to manage their tires, and who's going to manage traffic. Because, I mean, like I said, you're going to have two different strategies. Some guys are just going to sit and wait around mid-pack to the back, let everything, string out. And some guys are going to be probably a little more aggressive, trying to get their way towards the front. So it's going to be a mixture of both. And I feel like if everything gets strung out, it's going to be a phenomenal race.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we saw it last night too. Once those guys got spread out and could get in their clean air, not racing each other, they could, make time up on the person in front of them. So racing somebody else is going to make you wear your equipment out even harder. So that's something you don't try to avoid tonight too. But you don't want to give up positions to try to get back to the front.
If you could, somebody send me another invite.
Yeah, when I get in. Yep. We do have an in-race reporter. He's going to be a ghost for us tonight, Mr. Arch. So we appreciate that for him. Letting us know when we can and can't join and giving us lap counts and stuff. So we do appreciate it. It's a difficult job doing that. I had a lot of fun with it at Canadian, though. I really did. Especially at one of my favorite tracks, as you all know. And no offense to you, Noko, and no offense to Mr. UK. A lot of respect for both of you, but for me to just finish a spot or two ahead of the Wildcats at Canadian, you couldn't believe how tickled I was, because he always gets me because my strategy. A lot of strong people out there tonight. I mean, being in one of the chats earlier with the Shinkola guys, Sean said he's been working on this for 5 days now. 5 days at Darlington for his custom Xfinity car. So I can only imagine.
I just got confirmation from our officials. It looks like Little Man's going to start on the pole tonight.
Awesome. Good for him.
Looks like El Blanco's going to start second. A. Smith's going to be in third, and then UK Wildcats going to start fourth. I don't know the rest of the order, but that's confirmation of what I got for top 4.
Oh, those names seem pretty familiar. Alright, let me blue screen for just a second. And I will get you another one in there, Mr. Noko.
There.
Awesome, here we go, ready to rock and roll. How many laps tonight here at Darlington? We'll find out in just a second here. 74.
And just a reminder for everyone watching, there's going to be no stages. Only yellow and black flags.
Yeah, well, I do like how we've been doing that this year, and it seemed to pay off really well in some of the divisions every now and then, just to get something reset. I know trucks are under stages right now, but they should be going back to caution. They had a good race a couple weeks ago, and again, Darlington was a little rough, but yeah. So pit strategy is going to be a big thing tonight too, since you can't bank on knowing that you have a deliberate pit in 20 laps.
Looks like we're green flag racing here.
Yep, I'm loaded in right there just for a second. It looks like the 07 of the El Blanco right there. He had himself a good restart, and Little Man, we're on board with him in second. We are already under our first caution. Oh, we saw
That's
Celtics do that. We saw Jaywood do that last night. Both of them.
That's another thing we didn't touch on is how treacherous it is down there below that dotted line. It looks like there's a lot more room on the track down there, but don't let that fool you. That's actually all apron, and it's very slick.
And jumping back and seeing this 22 car, Cinderella 95, we're going to start calling him Sin 95. Man, I wonder if he's going to get tired of this race, because he dashed his way in last night, raced the full race. Now he's got another one tonight. After Darlington, I think he's going to have some calluses on his hand and on his rear end. But we're going to rack him to stack him. We haven't made one lap. El Blanco on the pole. Little Man right there to his outside. Sin right there. And D. Smith, your top four. Here we go. Trying to see how everybody's trying to be patient. Keep that long line. Little Man backs out just a little bit. Sin 95 down below it. Now that stacks everybody else up. They're 2-3 wide back there. El Blanco pulls away for him. Little Man right there with him too. Can he get...
It's a gaggle down the backstretch.
Look at that. Oh, one car trying to see who that was. The black car. He gets below that apron. Oh, D. Smith scrapes the wall. He takes, the 18. But I saw the 08 of Dimebags flirting with disaster in that 18 car. Still no caution. The puddles in that yellow car looks like, yeah.
Big rough.
I saw her getting the wall too with old Millsy. Millsy's in the 35 tonight, not the 66. Why are you confusing me, Millsy? Just when you get names and numbers down, they go and change them on you.
Ain't that the truth? We're under our second caution tonight. Guys just need to be a little bit more patient. I think some guys have a little tighter setup to start, and others might be running a little bit of a looser setup, so just giving some guys room and checking up. It's going to go a long way to get some good green flag racing here. So I hope these guys can get it all figured out, because this track is just tough.
The lady in black, too tough to tame, right? Here we go. El Blanco and Little Man going to bring him back down. Sin, and it appears that 23 of Wildcats are going to sit in third, fourth. Right on back, do that reverse camera angle so we can see what happens here. Oh, a little bit of contact. Sin gets underneath him. Oh, Little Man into the wall. He gets UK. UK gets down there. Oh, Boomhauer gets underneath it. He's trying to stick up to the wall. That slows that top row up. Well, one of the DSR cars, 15. Oh, that's got to be another one, unfortunately.
It looked like the 19 kind of stacked everybody up when he hit the wall there.
Yeah, and that was unfortunate. That was, he was trying to hold on to it, and we talked about how narrow it is, Again, that wasn't deliberate by any means. I mean, do you think these guys are going to go in too and fix their damage when it occurs? Because I noticed it took you a long time last night to get your damage fixed.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, you mentioned damage, and on that final run, I actually didn't even have all the damage repaired on that last 27 laps, so I didn't want to lose any more track position, so I put new tires on it and ran what I had.
He said, "Send it."
Looks like we got Fast Camaro out there giving you a shout out, but he wants to tell you, said hi.
What's up, Fast? What up, buddy? He'll be racing here on Saturday night with myself, El Blanco, and Sin 95 are going to bring him down. UK right there, and trying to see that other car to the inside of them. 25 cars, different paint schemes. Everybody's trying to hold on to it. Trying to stay off that butter as Dark Knight likes to stay. Car goes below it. Looks like it might have been the Dimebags 08. Oh, one did hit the apron, and he just made hard contact into the wall. Trying to look at this jumble back there. D. Smith. Yeah. These guys got to be getting a little frustrated right now. It's, you know, they're trying their best. But if one car makes an accident, you know, hits that apron or scrapes that wall, it slows it down, and then until they get spread out, and we were talking about that ago, that's, you just got to try to hold on to that bucking bull and ride it through.
Yeah, 62 laps to go.
Mind your P's and Q's. I like that. Some people don't know what that actually means. The true meaning of it. Sin 95 and Blocko. I think that's still the UK car right behind him. And one Boomhauer, it looks like, and that one Baby Ruth car right there, I think. Trying to see the side view, but I like watching this on restarts. The old Boomer. Blocko, he has got, his gear ratios or something are on point. He is just, he can nail those restarts. They're trying to keep it from going through wide back there. We're gonna jump. Oh, the puddles hard into the wall back there as I saw that yellow car. Trying to get back there.
A lot of drivers washing up in turn 3.
Oh, and we're on board with that patch, and we see one of the DSR cars, 42, and... Wow. Guys just gotta be patient, like you were saying, Noko. This JD set in 42. Saw him involved in something earlier too. Dr. Robbie Bobby in that too. Yeah, once again, guys, I appreciate your patience. I don't have the computer in front of me tonight. Mrs. Puddin's got some very, very important stuff she's got to get taken care of for nursing things. So, appreciate everybody out there watching and joining in. Trying to get this going here. Sin 95 and El Blocko running that front row again. I think UK and Boomer still 1, 2, 3, 4 racked and stacked. Here we go, and look at that gear ratio. It looked like Sensed. I'm not going to try that high line again. I think he backed out just for a split second there and missed a ship, but it's going to pay down for him to stay on that low line. Boomer to the high side. He's got the 23 to the inside. Oh, car into the wall. They are spinning already back there. Can they hold it up? Oh, 11 of Sean goes around.
That's going to cause a huge accident.
Oh, D. Smith involved. Dimebag's involved. Doucette involved.
I'm not sure.
That's the Ford Dark Knight. He's always fast. That team over there puts some time in. Again, I see it pop up there in the corner. We got 18 viewers. Some comments coming in.
Yeah, a lot of disgruntled drivers out there, I'm sure.
Here we go. I'm gonna try this again. I think if we can get these guys spread out, Noko, we'll get some racing, and it's just so difficult, you know. Oh, 08 of Dimes go spinning around back there, I saw. Car spinning in again back here.
Oh, looks like the one car just stuffed the 23 in the wall.
Oh.
Under caution again.
And this has got to be so frustrating. These guys, like, we're on board with Sean. He has 5 days invested in trying to get his car just the way he wants for a long run car, and to not be able to pull it off right now, it's got to be frustrating. Actually, I know it's frustrating. I've been there. Noko, you've been there. Art, you've been there. We've all been there. But yeah, Art, since he is there, yeah, but they can get spread out. They'll be able to get themselves some laps turned and burned here. It's really hard to go too wide when you got that many people, and if one person makes one mistake and it's just a complete accident, you know, things happen. I think that's Dark Knight right there, 23. Third and fourth, Sin 95, and El Blanco going to pull him back down to this straightaway. Here we go. You got 21 viewers out there. It looks like they're trying to hold this one a little bit smoother. Everybody's trying. There you go. Try to get single file. Try to work it out. Oh, Boomer gets a little contact right there. Oh, there's a car spinning in the back. Single car, it looked like. It was a black car. We're going to keep going with this right now. Sin 95 gets pushed up just a little bit. You were talking about that no-go right there in 3 and 4. It'll pull you up. Oh, Boomhauer
like
with a DSR car.
Yep. One car lost it there. And this is the product of just running too loose of the car to start. We're gonna rename Darlington Wreckington.
Wreckington.
Man.
And every one of these guys is in this division for a reason. We know they can drive. We know they're frustrated, and it is hard to hold on to everybody when they're this tight knit. Like I said, we doubled the car count from last night. We're gonna do it again. See what Sin does. He pulled down behind El Blanco. He's going to try to drag race him this time into turn 1. Looks like nope, he does back off. Here comes Dark Knight to the high side, and UK right there still with him.
And
oh,
it looks like the
Dark Knight.
car. Yeah, and they're stacking up and wrecking again back there.
I think we're too far invested for that right now. I'd have to assume, Noko, wouldn't you agree? Great to see G9 back out on the track. We know he's had some technical difficulties with the game not allowing him to play, so great to see G9 back out there and helping out again. Miss seeing you out there, miss talking to you. There we go, we'll try this camera angle here. See if we take the hex off of him. Sparkalicious in that 74 car looks like he just pulled to the inside. I think that's who that was back there. Yeah, he pulls down. Oh, car hard in the wall again back there. Oh, that's UK who got in the wall right there just a little bit. He holds it up. D. Smith in that gray car looks like he got spun around. This is going to be a battle of attrition tonight, you know, for some of these guys to, especially our top 5 in points, to accumulate some. Going into this after last week, if I remember correctly, don't hold me to this, I do believe the Puddles herself is leading the points in this division.
Yes, she is. That is correct.
See, look, I don't even have my book in front of me. I'm trying, Noko, I'm trying.
Yeah, you got it down, man. You've been doing your homework.
go. See if we can get it going here. Some of these guys, like you said, Noka said quite a bit. Patience, patience, patience. It's just getting through these first couple laps side by side. Car gets into the wall, one gets loose. Here comes the little bit of a battle for 07, new leader, the 22 of Sin 95.
Yeah, he overdrove it though. Here comes the 07.
Right back on him, yep. Good little battle. This is the most, first time Blocko has seen a car in front of him. Noka was just like last night when RKM up here. I was so excited. Oh, 3 wide. Can't do that. One car goes to the apron. Can he pull it back up? Good little battle for our lead. Oh, another car. I think that's the red and white of the 08 of Dimebags, I believe, if I resaw back there. Trying not to take our eyes off the lead. Oh, and there it is.
Hits the apron.
Yeah, Blocko hits the apron. We were talking about that. He was leading this race, and that's going to stack everybody up. That is a big old... Wow.
And the 19 looks like a pinball out there.
Oh, look at this. Holy cow.
Oh, man, they're all stacked up. They're all wadded up back there.
I'm on board with Blocko right now, watching everybody try to pull away from that.
Man.
That was a lot of money in race cars sitting in one spot.
El Blocko, he just got El Slapoed.
Yeah, and that was unfortunate too. Let's see where that's going to put him back. I do believe that'll, let the 22 of Cinderella 95 going to bring us down to the green flag. Yep, and Little Man right there back on the outside. He's worked his way back up, and there's a DSR car and Boomer back sitting there second and third. So let's see how this pans out. Oh, here comes Boomer to the inside of Little Man. Got one of the DSR guys back there too. Don't want to take away from all of them. C cars wrecking in the back. All their cars look alike. Got to get familiar with them. Oh, and El Blocko back around again. Start on the outside pole. Leading laps. 29 to go. 29 to go. And these cautions have just been clicking the laps off for them. A lot of cars. A lot of them are looking clean now, so that means they pitted and fixed damage. And there's Sean. Looks like he's trying to work his way back up. He's still got damage, but so I don't know if he's been trying to stay out. I mean, you're going to have to strategize your way to the front.
At this point, it's...
Boomer and Sin 95, Little Man, and one of the DSR cars at 15. I think that's Tommy Armour. The 4 would be Dark Knight. The 01, I do believe, is Phoenix. Car's already spinning. Sin 95 still out there in the lead. Here comes Little Man trying to make a move to the inside of Boomhauer. Can he make it stick? Like I said, the DSR car, I do believe that's Tommy right there with him. Boomer scrapes the wall just a little bit. We're going to get a lap in. Here we go. Boomer right down the back. We got Sin 95, Boomhauer, or the Keystone Cowboy, excuse me, and Little Man running 1, 2, 3. Cars now starting to spread out just a little bit. What can they do? How can they pull this off? We got a battle for the lead up here. Not to take away from anybody else back here. Oh, Sin drifts up just a little bit in front of Boomer. Looks like he made that stick.
Oh,
he did hit the
big wreck in 3 and 4. That's going to bring the caution out.
42 of Joey, UK, Dr. Robbie Bobby, on board with the 18 of Flirt Disaster. The yellow car, see, is the Pottles back there. On board with Dark Knight right there. Looks like he might have been involved. The 08 being Dimebags. Super Mills in the 35 right there. He was trying to work his way back up. And I think I've got Little Man's car and Super Mills paint schemes confused there. So let's not take away from Mills and him too. Again, sorry about that, Millsy. I thought we were going to be on to something good right there with the car starting to spread out. Oh, they're AI wrecking already on the restart. Trying to jump on board. There it is. There's our leader. Heavy damage to the front of that 22. Boomer pulls down to the inside. 19 right there, and Millsy sitting in fourth. Little Man sitting in third. Car's already spinning and wrecking. This guy's already spinning and wrecking back there. See what that's going to bring out for everybody. And the yellow comes back out.
Yeah, if the guys can just get single file here, let the top, let the bottom lane go, get single file. It's going to produce a lot better racing. There's a lot of cars on the track, and if anybody's watching the broadcast that's in the race, if you guys can get single file, it's going to be a lot better for you.
We got 23 viewers, 68 comments popping up out there. Again, I'm not on the computer tonight. This is doing her thing. That takes precedence over this, so I can't see what's going on out there. But we're going to try to keep on going with you. Here's Little Man and Mills sitting second, third, and Sin and Boomer are going to bring him down to the green flag. Here we go. See what happens. Everybody is trying to get single file. That 13 car gets up to the high side. That's going to bunch everybody up. Boomhauer and Cinderello. Oh, little contact right there with the wall for the 22. Boomer, the new leader, the Keystone Cowboy. Did he get in front before that caution came out? Will that jumble the front row? Will that invert them side to side? First time I saw this Baby Ruth paint scheme, obviously it took me back to a Jeff Gordon throwback of when he was racing, and it's a good looking car. The Keystone Cowboy sitting there, and I believe could be first place depending upon where it's at. See how it pans out for him. No, Cinderello got it. He was right there at the marker right before then. He's going to bring him down. Boomhauer to the outside.
Let's get interesting with tempers flaring.
Little Man and Millsy sitting right there, third, fourth still. Oh, Boomer! He gets pushed down onto the apron and he spins around. He spins around in front of the puddles. That's going to take a lot of cars out. Oh, he is upside down. He gets hit real hard by dime bags.
No caution.
Look at this.
No caution is out.
Cars flying everywhere. Looked like somebody got into the back of Keystone right there, and like I said, Dark Knight says it the best. He bit that butter, and it spun him right around, and that was right in front of the entire pack. That's unfortunate for the Keystone Cowboy. No, man, I do not want to be his crew chief. Like, as I always say, when he gets into a frustrating situation like that, he's been working his rear off end too, so let's see how it works. Today is Thursday. Tomorrow, our development drivers, we're going preset, Xfinity Saturday, and to wrap out the week, we're going preset Cup. Little Man sitting right there on the outside. Sin 95, still our leader, and look who's right behind him, Noco, that 07 of Blanco. He's been right there too. Mills right to the high side of him. Can they hold it?
That's one of the Coca-Cola drivers right there in the '07. Looks like he's going to draw a bead on Little Man. Going to get under him there. A little contact.
And
22
he's
is going to follow suit.
yep, the 23 of UK. That's teammates right there, satellite teammates. Can they work together and catch this 22?
I mean, that's what we talked about. Turn 2 is so treacherous. You got it. There's a lot of give and take that has to be done here at this track.
Oh, El Blanco gets just a little bit loose. UK lifts for him just to, it says, come on, let's go, teammate. Let's try to catch this guy down. 22 Cinderello driving for xfinity.
Oh, the 07 gets in the wall a little bit. 22 checks up. That's going to open the door for the 19 on the bottom.
Trying to click through real quick to get on to, well, that's one-handed sniper on pit lane. Where is that 23 car? So many cars to go through. I think I passed it once. Oh, as we jump on board, D. Smith right to the end of the ice. That 01, the D. Smith car barely touches the 01. There's the UK car. He's on the back of Joey Doucette. I think that's Millsy, Little Man, El Blanco, and Sin right there in front of him. Let's see what happens here. Can these guys work together? Can they get back up? 07 makes a move to the inside. Oh, they barely touched, just a little bit of racing. He keeps it off the apron. He's in the lead by half car. Here comes Little Man. Who's he going to go through this? Where preferred line does he want? Mill's right there with him too. He pulls down to the inside. 07 gets a big bump by the 22. He gets into the wall. Barely touches Little Man.
It looks like the 19's on the apron right now. That's a tough spot to be in right there.
Yeah, that is not where you want to be. Trying to get some laps in. Going to go on board with Millsy. He's right here with these guys. This is a battle for first, second, third, fourth. He gets a little loose, hits that wall. Little Man's going to pull away from him.
Another big wreck back here in the back. It looks like... Oh, that's not going to bring a caution now.
Yeah, look. That was the 01 of Phoenix.
And that 07's pulling away now.
Trying to jump back over to him again. Archangel looks like he's on pit lane.
That 22's diving in a little too hard into 3, and he's washing up the track bad right now.
He just
got loose off the corner.
Yeah, he just spun out. I think that's Millsy sitting in second now. El Blanco, the leader. He's been in the potential. Yeah, there's a caution. El Blanco has been, he does have a win this year, and he's been running real consistent in the top 3s, top 5s, top 10s. Five to go from our in-race reporter. Let's see how this is. That's something he didn't want to see. Oh, that 22 was looking good. He'd been up front all night. Like you said, he got loose, like you said, Noko. Hit that apron and spun out. Oh, Millsy right there. Can he get himself a W here in the Xfinity Series? Team captain for Canucks. Alright, there we go. Again, Little Man said on the pulse, we got to get to the right camera angle. And I think that's Wildcats and Joey Doucette right behind him, if I'm not mistaken, judging by paint schemes. Here we go. El Blanco still got the lead. One of the DSR cars hard into the wall. Millsy trying to hold on to it. Jay Doucette in third. Cars, oh, they're spinning around in the back again. Trying to see who that is behind Joey. That'll bring out the caution again.
Alright, so we just got word from race control. We want to apologize to all the viewers and all our fans. This is definitely not the product we want to be putting out there. And we're actually going to rerun the event with no cautions and stages, I believe so, with damage. I need to get confirmation from the tower real quick. Okay, we're doing damage on with no cautions. So if all the drivers, anyone that's in the broadcast, you guys can go ahead and start backing out, and we're going to rerun this. This was a struggle. So we're going to back out and we're going to re-rack it all, guys. I apologize to everyone that's watching. I apologize to the fans and all the drivers. We want to put the best product we can out there, and Darlington is just a really tough track. So in order to alleviate this, we're just going to have to run it with no cautions and damage on. So we're going to rerun this, guys. I'm backing out, guys.
Alright. He's backing out real quick. Everybody else out there, if you heard that, they're going green right now. I'll just keep it on, but see what happens. But like I said, after this race, we are going to do a redo. That's something El Blanco did not want to see, because Orrin Millsy, he's sitting right there. Again, I don't know if these guys are aware of the situation right now. Looks like some cars have pulled off. They're still going too wide just a little bit, trying to make it to the end. Man, running Darlington twice in one night. Wow. Alright guys, on that note then, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this broadcast. We'll get everybody racked and stacked, resituated, and we're going to get this going for everybody. So we'll look forward to talking to you here in just a couple minutes.